Breaking news, war criminal Dick Cheney is dead. Warmongering piss demon and architect of the Iraq War, Dick Cheney has died today aged 84, and the only tragedy here is that he managed to live long enough to avoid ever facing justice for the decades of chaos he unleashed. He is survived by his wife, 2 daughters, and about a dozen terrorist organizations that either didn't exist or were radicalized into existence because of his policies. This man spent his entire life profiting from death and cashing the checks with a smile. Before he was the vice president, Cheney was the CEO of Halliburton, a company that made billions off of the wars that he would later help start. He didn't just lie America into war, he lied the world into it. From weapons of mass destruction that never existed, hundreds of thousands if not millions of civilians dead, a region destabilized for generations, and while soldiers came home in flag-draped coffins, Halliburton's stock soared. That's Dick Cheney's legacy, a man who turned the military-industrial complex into his personal pension plan. The new revisionist line is that Dick Cheney, the elder statesman, called Donald Trump a coward and the greatest threat to the Republic. But let's not rewrite history like it's a White House press release. He helped build the party that led to Trump, he fed it on lies, paranoia, and endless war, and then, when the monster finally turned on him, he clutched his pearls and went, oh dear, what have we become? You became this, Dick. You created the political petri dish that incubated fascism and then acted shocked when it hatched. For Iraqis, this isn't just the death of a politician. It's the death of a man who brought invasion, occupation, and generational trauma to an entire country. Entire cities leveled, children born with birth defects from depleted uranium munitions, a war based on fabricated intelligence sold to the public by men like Cheney with the emotional sincerity of a used car salesman. And when asked years later if he regretted it, he said, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Because of course you would. You didn't get to pay the price. The only downside to Dick Cheney's death is that he wasn't tried in The Hague. No accountability, no justice, no reckoning. History will not be kind. They'll call him divisive and controversial, or a titan of American politics, but the truth is, he was a war criminal in a business suit. He was a profiteer of pain, a soulless bureaucrat who turned slaughter into strategy. The only thing that Dick Cheney ever successfully defended was his own wallet.